Yeah, I've always had doubts of a big formal or NATO-style organization because the major allies of the United States in the region, and I think there are three, and that's Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. You could add four if you want to add the UAE. However, whatever number you want to add, if you want to put in Egypt, Jordan, it doesn't matter. Those countries share a number of basic common interests, including a comfort with the American security umbrella. But each one of them is very different, and they don't have great relations necessarily with each other. I mean, if you just think of the triangle, Turkey, Israel, Saudi Arabia, these days, the Saudi-Israeli element is better than it has been historically, but the Saudi-Turkish side and the Israeli-Turkish side, they're not so good. So part of the job of the United States is to run interference between its allies, among its allies. You know, it's to help those countries defend themselves against common threats, but also then to be a kind of shock absorber between them. So trying to put them all together into a common organization, I don't think will really work. But what you can do is the United States can create a kind of common picture of the security for the region, and especially a common picture in those areas where each of those countries has a shared interest. You know, in Syria, the United States can put together a common picture between Turkey and Israel of what security in Syria should look like. It doesn't have to actually work so that Israel and Turkey are directly coordinating. It can just be the kind of intermediary, but the United States has an essential role to play in that way. If they're ready, if the Saudis and the Israelis are ready for that, then it's a great idea. You know, you can build little substructures within the larger frame. But I think the United States should beware of big, grand ideas where it comes and tries to impose it on all of the different elements, because then what the United States ends up doing is creating frictions where there don't need to be any.